So, news came out this Friday morning, which is today, that the Supreme Court made a decision that Roe v. Wade is being overturned because, according to Clarence Thomas, it's not in the Constitution, and people are pissed off. Mainly people on the left. You have people on the right that's celebrating this, thinking it's going to be a victory for the unborn children. Again, I'm not having an opinion on this at all. I'm in the middle. I'm more neutral about this. But right now, you have people from the left that's calling for acts of violence to the Supreme Court. Because we all remember that one story, right? When this story first got leaked, where Justice Brett Kavanaugh had somebody come to his house, and that person that went to his house had a weapon looking to kidnap and kill Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh. Those type of people that says they're the people of love and all that all that other crap. Guys, people really believe that just because this is getting overturned, it's going to be banned in all states. No, the decision is going to be left to the states. It's going to be left to the states. There are some states that still allow abortions, like California and New York City. Mainly blue run states that are run by Democrats, but mainly red states like Georgia. I don't know if they got it banned in Florida, but I do know they're gonna have it. They having it banned in Texas. So the red states got it banned, but the blue states have it unbanned. That's what this really means. It's gonna be more at a state level. It's not going to be at a federal level, and people do not get that at all. I'm pretty sure at Washington, which is mainly blue, they still have it. They still have abortion illegal. And people don't really understand how it works at a state level. They would rather just listen to some crazy people on the far left that says overturning this means death for all women out there. That's not what this is. What it is, again, it's at a state level, and people do not seem to get that in their mind. So I've seen a lot of people on Twitter, right? A lot of people losing their mind, saying like this is a bad day for women, and a lot of people on the right praising this like this is a great day for unborn children. So I'm gonna go ahead and read y'all some articles. First one from timcast.com. Shout out to Tim Pool. Hopefully one day he invites me on the show, and then I'm gonna read y'all another one from the New York Times. So let me go ahead and read y'all this from tippool.com. Breaking on June 24th today. Supreme Court overturns Roe v. Wade. This is a breaking story. The Supreme Court has voted to overturn 1973's Roe v. Wade, handing abortion laws back to the states. That's what this means. The rights are going to be going back to the states. It's not going to be at a federal level. People do not seem to get that. But let me go ahead and keep on going. The 79-page opinion was written by Justice Samuel Alito with a separate concurrent opinion from Justice Brett Kavanaugh. Again, you had some guys when this news first got leaked. You had people going to freaking Brett Kavanaugh's house looking to assassinate him because of this decision. Is that who y'all want on your side? Justice Alito wrote that the Roe court usurp the power to address a question of profound moral and social importance that the Constitution unequivocally leaves for the people. Roe was egregiously wrong from the start. Justice Samuel Alito wrote, "Its reasoning was exceptionally weak, and the decision has had damaging consequences. And far from bringing about a national settlement of the abortion issue, Roe and Casey has inflamed debate and deepened division. It is time to heed the Constitution and return the issue of abortion to the people's elected representatives," the ruler stated. Again, people do not understand this. This is what this means. It's going to be on the state representatives, and it's going to be on the people that the people voted for in said state. If they want to make abortion legal, they're going to make abortion legal. Again, like California and New York City, they made abortion illegal. So, Justice Clarence Thomas wrote that it is time to reinstate his views that the Due Process Clause also does not protect a right to an abortion. In their dissent, liberal Justice Elena Kagan, Sonia Sotomayor, and Stephen Breyer wrote, "With sorrow for this court, but more for many millions of American women who have today lost a fundamental constitutional protection with dissent. From Roe to sorrow, it truly is sad." Again, abortion is not in the Constitution. It's been at a federal level for a long time now. That's what a lot of people do not get. Whatever the exact scope of the common law, the dissenters right, one result of today's decision is certain: the settlement of women's rights and of their status as free and equal citizens. Again, they say women's rights, but you have people on the far left saying, like, what is woman? And I know that whole Matt Walsh documentary. Okay, some people would say, he's who's putting it out, but no, you have some people on the far left saying woman is a bad term for it because some transgenders out there. Not saying all. Some transgenders are what they want to take the word woman out of the dictionary because it's condescending to them. So you have people on the far left that want to get rid of the word woman, and they keep on bringing this question like, what is a woman? A woman is a type of, in their words, a woman. The word woman is a type of definition that doesn't really have any meaning. That's what people on the far left are saying, because they want to appease to the far left LGBT people who want to take the word woman out of the dictionary because it's condescending to some trans people out there. So it's people on the far left that wants to get rid of the word woman. But I'm just messaging here. All right. Okay. Chief Justice Roberts did not join the majority. In the concurrent opinion, he wrote that he would not have overturned Roe, instead only upholding Mississippi's law banning abortion after 15 weeks. In Dobbs v. Jackson Women's Health Organization, the Supreme Court was hearing Mississippi's appeal of a lower court ruling that found the state's 2018 law banning abortion after 15 weeks of pregnancy was unconstitutional. The law, HB 1510, the Gestational Age Act, banned abortion after 15 weeks except in cases of medical emergencies or severe fetal abnormalities. There were no exceptions for cases of rape or incest. The day Mississippi's law went into effect, Jackson's Women's Health Organization, which provided abortions through 16 weeks, filed a lawsuit along with one of the doctors, Sakine Carr Ellis. Hopefully I'm saying that right. The lawsuit named State Health Officer Thomas E. Dobbs from the Mississippi State Department of Health and Kenneth Cleveland, Executive Director of the Mississippi State Board of Medical Licensure. The abortion provider warning, lower courts and injunctions were issued to bar the law from being enforced based on the decision in 1992's Planned Parenthood versus Casey. Again, here's my thing, man. Everybody always want to talk about the good things of abortion, but they don't want to talk about the racist history of abortion. My stance has been clear from day one. People should practice safe sex. That's been my take from the start. And okay, you may have some incidents where the condom breaks. You may have some people, some women, and yes, there are women out there that baby trap men. You would have some women out there that says they on a pill, and you would have some dumbass guys actually believe it and not actually protect themselves. So it's if it helps you, if you have some type of you know conditions in your body that if you give birth where you might end up tragically passing, that's either C-section or in this case abortion. But if you're using abortion as a means for birth control instead, using the pill or using condoms or using whatever the hell that freaking getting your tubes tied, then you that's you being irresponsible. Because how many people I've been told about this since I was a kid by my parents. When I had sex with somebody, I'm told to always protect myself, strap up. Apparently, you have a lot of people out there that no, it's actually you do have we do have some people out here, mainly some crazy sex hungry horny ass people out there that just want to go raw all the time, and some people don't take the means to protect themselves, and it's a lot of times it's with one night stands, especially if you go to a club or a bar. It's with one night stands. You're a little tipsy. You forget to put a condom on and all that stuff. Yeah, that's not practicing safe sex. But again, I'm just one guy here. But okay, so what was I at? Casey struck down the trim as the limitations for Roe and instead prohibited states from banning abortion prior to fetal viability, which is typically considered around 24 weeks into pregnancy. Mississippi went on to appeal to the Supreme Court and asked them to overturn both Roe and Casey. Oral arguments in the case took place in December 2021. Part of Mississippi Attorney General Lynn Flitch's argument centered around evidence that fetuses can feel and respond to pain at around 10 to 12 weeks gestational age. Hopefully I said that right. Due to this, she asked the court to allow the I don't know why I said that again. Prohibition of inhumane procedures. Fitch also asked that the court revisit the viability standard, which she argued inevitably addresses the protection of potential human life. Okay, so I'm gonna get back to that. Let me go ahead and give this one from the New York Times about how both sides feel about this. Americans celebrate and mourn abortion decision as news fights loom. What was that? The Supreme Court decision that overturned Roe v. Wade calls abortion a profound moral issue on which Americans hold sharply conflicting views. Because you have one half of the country saying abortion is bad, then you have the other half saying abortion is good. For most Americans, though, abortion has become less of a question of morality than one of politics, and Friday's ruling made it even more so, sending the question of how to regulate abortion back to the states. Again, the New York Times said it as well. You still have a lot of people saying this is going to be at a federal level. No, it's at a state level. It's people obviously don't know the difference, and into a new and even more politicized political era, as both sides absorb the news, stunning as much as it was long predicted. They were planning for the fights ahead. And there's also this other argument that this whole what if it was an act of rape or an act of incest? Okay, then that's when I would agree with it. But that's only 1% of abortions. There's plenty of studies out there that said acts of rape or acts of incest, it only counts as 1% for both of those things. It's only 1% of abortions. That's when I'm okay with it because nobody wants no woman wants to carry the child of their rapist. Nobody wants that. And also acts of incest. That's some people are into that. quote, "It's a total victory for the pro-life movement and for America," said James Bob Jr., General Counsel to the National Right to Life Committee, who has crusaded against abortion since the Roe decision in 1973. "I'm thrilled that the carnage will be abated. The job for anti-abortion forces was half done," said Mr. Bob, who was attending the committee's convention in Atlanta when the decision was announced. The group is now pushing model legislation to ban abortion in every state, with exceptions only for risk to the life of the mother. That's going to be an enormous task. There will be an array of forces against us," he said. "This is the end of the beginning. I don't think this is going to be anything, because you have some people out here that will go for acts of violence. I'm pretty sure. Let me gotta show you this. You had AOC out here, and again, what the hell is AOC gonna do? Bro, what the hell is AOC gonna do? For real? No, I'm not even trying to be funny here. I'm not even trying to be funny. AOC is the most incompetent ass congresswoman. No, the most incompetent ass congressperson in that damn Congress building, in the damn Capitol. And she out there marching, thinking she gonna do anything. She can't even get a freaking bill passed. Not even one. Even some of her progressive allies don't even like some of her policies. Abolishing police, like just getting rid of police in general. Abolishing the prison system. Allow more rapists out there on the streets if you want to abolish the prison system. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, so Congresswoman AOC has arrived in front of the Supreme Court and is chanting that the Supreme Court's decision to be overturned Roe v. Wade is illegitimate and causing people to get into the streets. So, okay, so AOC declares Supreme Court decision illegitimate at pro-abortion protest. She was out there screaming because, truth be told, that's really all she's good for is just screaming. She can't. Again. How the hell did this chick ever get voted in the Congress? I have no freaking idea. This chick is the most illegitimate person and also the most dumbest people in Congress I've ever seen. And people say Herschel Walker is stupid. Oh God. Okay, let me go. Let me go ahead and continue with this article. There's going to be an enormous task. There will be an array of forces against us, he said. This is the end of. I already read that. For many, Tim Maraju, hope I'm saying that right, the president of NARA, which has fought for the liberalization of abortion laws since the 1960s. The concern was for millions of women in states where abortion instantly became illegal, or where access to the procedure would become much more difficult. Okay, they say that, but you have a lot of these abortion clinics, mainly in predominantly black neighborhoods. That's not. Okay. What's this right here? Okay, claim that most abortion clinics are located in black or Hispanic neighborhoods is false. Okay, so this is in June 2000. This is in 2014. Key findings: about 6% of cis and patam abortion providers are located in neighborhoods where more than half the residents are white. Fewer than 1 in 10 abortion providers are located in neighborhoods where more than half of residents are black. Some 30% of abortion providers are located in neighborhoods where more than half of residents are Hispanic. Some people can take. That's okay. That's from one article. Okay, let's get out of this. Planned Parenthood puts 80% of abortion facilities in minority neighborhoods. This is in 2020. The last one was in 2014. New research from the Life Issue Institute confirmed yet again that Planned Parenthood is targeting minority mothers and unborn babies for abortions. Town Hall reports it found that 80% of Planned Parenthood's abortion facilities are located in or near African American and Latino neighborhoods. The research analyzed 2010 census data about the population surrounding 79% of Planned Parenthood abortion facilities located in the 29 counties in the U.S. with the most abortions. Although these 25 reflect just 1% of all U.S. countries, they accounted for 30% of all abortions in the U.S. in 2014. According to the Guttmacher Institute, which is the article that I just pulled up, over 275 abortion preborn babies were killed by abortion in these counties that year. According to the research found that the abortion chain added 20 new abortion facilities in these 25 counties between 2010 and 2018, a 25% increase according to Town Hall. Planned Parenthood's largest abortion facilities also appear to target Black and Latino neighborhoods. According to 2017 research by Life Issue Institute, 88% of Planned Parenthood's 25 mega abortion facilities are located within walking distance between Black and or Latino neighborhoods. Okay, so this is in 2020. The last one was in 2014. So this one is more up to date. But just wanted to get that out of there. But let's keep on going with this. The impact of real lives of real people will be devastating, she said. This decision is the worst case scenario, but it's not the end of this fight. She said, there was an election in November, and extreme politicians will learn. When you come for our rights, we come for your seats. Is that what they said about the whole gun rights thing? Okay. Alexis McGill Johnson, the president of Planned Parenthood, long the country's most well-known provider of abortion, said the Supreme Court has not officially given politicians permission to control what we do with our bodies. They've been doing that since the freaking pandemic. Actually, they've been doing that longer than that. So what are you talking about? So what is this Alexis McGill Johnson person talking about? And of course, it's a chick from Yale University in Princeton. Obviously, they this school failed her. The president of Planned Parenthood said this has now officially given politicians permission to control what we do with our bodies, deciding that we can no longer be trusted to determine the course of our own lives. Again, they've been doing that since the pandemic. They've been telling people if you don't get the jab, you can't work. So they've been doing that since the pandemic first started. So that claim right there is false. If there's an act of infringement, best believe the government is going to come in and just take whatever they please. They're going to get the police to take whatever they please. State legislators have been anticipating the court's move for months, if not years, with increasingly tight restrictions that have made abortions effectively unavailable to millions of women in a wide swath of the country. Who wrote this article? The decision on Friday, which had been foreshadowed in oral arguments in December, and again when a draft opinion was leaked in May, triggered near total bans on abortions in 13 states. In Missouri, the Attorney General issued an opinion banning abortion within 15 minutes of the announcement by the court. So abortion. Okay, here's the thing: they banned it after 15 weeks, but if 15 weeks, you gotta keep track of that. It's not 15 weeks may be a little early, but if you miss, like, again, I'm not a expert on periods and all that stuff, but if you missed your period, you might need to check that out, especially if you want those women out there that just sleeping with anybody. I'm not saying that's all women. I'm just saying there's a percentage out there that just want to out there just giving it away to anybody. State legislators have been anticipating. Okay, read that. The ruling opened an immediate split screen view of a polarized nation, from the halls of Congress to the crowds on the steps of the Supreme Court and people on their way to work across the country. There was jubilation and release on one side, outrage and grief on the other. Senator Mitch McConnell, the Republican leader, that guy needs to go, who has maneuvered his party to shape course that will overturn Roe, celebrating the ruling as courageous and correct. Millions of Americans have spent half a century praying, marching, and working toward today's historic victories for the rule of law and for innocent life. Mr. McConnell said, I have been proud to stand with them throughout our long journey, and I share the joy today. In Louisville, Kentucky, in Mr. McConnell's home state, Louis Monty, a 32 obstetrician and gynecologist, was reloading his social media feed when he saw the decision. I feel like someone that's close to me has died. What? He was heading to work knowing that the state's trigger law would criminalize abortion immediately. He had already begun texting his colleagues to brainstorm about how to meet patients' needs. That's one reason why I went to obstetrics and gynecology, he said, because I felt morally compelled to be part of this and to provide care for all parts of the spectrum and of reproductive health. Millions of Americans like Dr. Monty have never known a world without the constitutional right to abortion. In Kansas City, Missouri, Mallory McBride said she was shocked and horrified at the Supreme Court decision. But it's already been banned in Missouri, though, after 15 weeks. So what is he talking about? We're taking so many steps back, she said. I've always been a believer that older men should not be making decisions about women's bodies. As a single woman in my 20s, I have... She had to add that one in as a single woman in my 20s. I haven't felt very represented by my government in a while. But this takes it one step further. The politics of abortion have become more angry and divisive over the past 10 years, reflecting the increased polarization of the country. In Supreme Court decisions, Justice Samuel A. Alito Jr. argued that Roe v. Wade has sparked a national controversy that has embedded our political culture for half a century. But overturning Roe and returning the question of abortion to the states seemed guaranteed to make policies even more bitter. Okay, that's enough of that. So let's go back to this. A lawyer representing Jackson's, from Temple.com. A lawyer representing Jackson's women's health organization maintained that the viability standard was correct and that the arguments being made by Mississippi were similar to the ones made by Pennsylvania and Casey. They said that since the arguments had not changed, the court's ruling should not either. On May 2nd, 2022, a judge opinion written by Justice Samuel Alito was leaked to Politico. In the opinion, he wrote the decision was outrageously wrong from the start. Hopefully I'm saying that right. And that it is time to heed the Constitution and return the issue of abortion to the people's elected representatives. According to the report, the three Democrat-appointed judges, and again, it should not be Democrat or Republican judges. It should just be judges. Stephen Brehart, Sonia Sotomayor, and Alina Kagan are working on one or more dissents. It added that how Chief Justice John Roberts will ultimately vote and whether he would join an already written opinion or draft his own is unclear. Clarence Thomas, Gorsuch, Brett Kavanaugh, and Amy Coney Barrett have voted with Alito. And Alito is a Democrat judge. Yeah, Samuel Alito is a Democrat judge. So this wasn't just purely a conservative judge vote. Alito is a liberal judge. The leaked draft prompted immediate backlash for abortion supporters. Anti-abortion pregnancy centers were targeted with vandalism and arson. They are so anti-abortion pregnancy was targeted with vandalism and arson. So the violence has already started. Okay, the home addresses of conservative Supreme Court justices were posted online with successful calls for protests at their homes. Again, this is a call for violence. They want these judges dead, and these people really believe that they are on the side of peace. This is doxing Supreme Court Justice Holmes because you didn't get your way. It's not an act of peace. Why don't people understand this? I remember they went to Josh Hawley's house during the whole 2020 election bit where he wasn't home, but his wife and his child his wife and his child was. His family could got killed because of people doxing them on Twitter and Facebook, putting out their personal addresses. That's what that's what you want. Like Who would like that? Like also that the other reporter from I think it was the New York Times, Taylor Lorenz, who doxed Lifter TikTok for just posting videos of what some liberals out here say themselves, and not saying anything. She was using the words of some liberals out here, their own words, and they said this is an act of violence when it was their own words. Are these the type of people that you want on your side? That's out here doxing people when they don't get their way in some type of political battle. No, you don't want you don't want some people like that in your group. Let's keep going. Yeah, so let's go ahead and watch. Let's go ahead and go on Twitter real quick to see how this goes. I've already showed y'all what AOC said, and you had some people out here that's really going nuts about this whole ordeal. Again, you had somebody saying like this one guy who posted this. Let me see who's straight. Oh, looks like I got banned. looks like this guy banned me. Yeah, you aren't able to view the tweet because his account on the. Okay, so I got banned by somebody when I called him out. Somebody find him and knock him the F out. This guy that said this said 6'3" in the justice. I pointed out is this a call for violence, and you can already say I got banned. I am what again? Here's John from the Young Turks saying I'm asking again I'm once again asking for the Democrats to F and do something. Well, again, what are they going to do? They don't have the power in the. Here it is. These tweets are protected. Only approved followers. Yep, this is where we at right now. This is where we at. Where if you call some people out on a foolishness, you can get banned quick. Okay, so nope. You got people praising Clarence Thomas, and you had some people out here going freaking batshit crazy. I can't believe Republicans sold us out on go. Okay, so that's on the whole gun rights thing. But there was something about what Clarence Thomas said, and there's Taylor Lorenz, the same person that blocked that doxed Little TikTok for basically her making a living. But yeah, man, you got some people going nuts about this whole ordeal, and it's going to be again. They say this is going to be a ban across the U.S., but no, it's going to be ban of what some governors think. What is this? Overturning Roe is just the latest attack on LGBT people. Yeah, no, that's not. No. But guys, like I said, you have some people out here going absolutely batshit crazy about this whole ordeal. See, from Olivia Rondeau, I'm getting death threats from pro-abortionists. Kind of ironic. Planned Parenthood of Little Rock confirms all scheduled abortions have been canceled. So, look at this.
Against a deadly, contagious.
Now let's go in and hear what And the Kasparian, the most dumbest feminist on a platform I've ever seen about how she feels about this. Let's go ahead and take it away, Anna Kasparian. Go ahead and take it away.
We just experienced a deadly, contagious virus, a terrible pandemic, where they couldn't even be bothered to wear a mask to save lives. How are they going to now turn around and say, oh, I care about life so much. I care about a clump of cells that's not viable outside the womb. I consider that a human life. But when it comes to actual living, breathing human lives, they could not do the bare minimum of putting a piece of fabric or a medical mask over their damn faces. They thought it was too invasive.
So she's tying in this whole abortion ruling to the whole pandemic was some people who did not want to wear a mask. Okay. First of all, Anna Kasparian, if you watch this, actually, I might as well just clip this and just call you out myself. If you watch this, these two are not the same damn thing. Abortion is about this whole pregnancy thing, or whether or not it's too late for you to get one. That's what this whole thing is about. But this whole you trying to tie that in with people getting a jab or not, people not getting a mask. Okay, Anna Kasparian, can you tell that to all the black people out there that decide not to get a jab because they ain't trust the government? A lot of us still ain't vaccinated. We still here. We decided to take it into our own hands and not rely on a damn government. That's what it is. The fact that you want to tie this whole COVID thing with abortion rights, that's not the same thing. You need to get that situated.
They thought it was a violation of their personal liberties. Yep. Amazing.
No, there has never been hypocrisy to match the hypocrisy that we have had to experience on a daily basis.
That's real funny coming from the Young Turks because I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, they said anybody that doesn't decide to get the jab, and mainly all these far left people themselves, they've been saying if you don't get the jab, or if you don't listen to the government, you should not work. You should not work. You should be homeless. You should be shipped up overseas. These are the same people that have been saying that, but now all of a sudden when it's not in their favor, in a political move. Now they want to get all pissy. They want to get pissy and shit.
In America over the past few years, you're 100% right. Asking you to, hey, if you wouldn't mind, would you not give a deadly illness to other people around you? Like a lot of people are dying every day. Could you not do that? No, that's government overreach. How dare you tell me to do this?
I can't breathe. Yeah.
Is that making fun of George Floyd right there? Saying I can't breathe. Is that making fun of George Floyd? Anna Kasparian?
BS about how they can't breathe. Meanwhile, how about I know that a lot of right wingers can't be bothered to learn anything about human anatomy, but how about you read a little bit about what happens to a woman's body throughout a 9-month pregnancy? Yeah. Why don't you read?
Is she pregnant? Has she ever been pregnant? I haven't heard she has a kid.
A little bit about how, especially in a country like the United States, how risky it is to undergo childbirth. How many women die as a result of giving birth in a country, in states, by the way, that, especially when it comes to black women, don't take their pain seriously.
That's why doctors created C-section. I remember my auntie had to get C-section when she had her second son. Helped save the life.
Seriously, don't take their concerns, medical concerns seriously. We have an insanely high, maternal mortality rate, especially in red states, in red states. But who cares? It's not really about human lives. It's about political power.
That's enough of that. Okay, let me go in and just tweet this out. Abortion rights is not the same as What went down with the pandemic? Man. Okay, so yeah, I just called him out on a bullshit. But yeah. Oh, here it is. Wait, is it? No, I don't think this is it. I was looking for that one thing that Tim Pool put out. What the hell is this? See, this again. This is the craziness. Like, who is that? This is the craziness I'm talking about right here. This right here. A woman whips her clothes off to thinking that this is going to overturn Roe v. Wade. Guys, some of these people are crazy as hell. I'm telling you, they crazy as hell. Oh, here we go. Is it possible that smartphones and social media aren't exactly good for mental health? Yeah, it made a lot of people entitled and stupid. Also, Fuckalito, Thomas Roberts, Gorsuch, hope I said that right, Kavanaugh, and the paralegal Coney Barrett. It has become necessary to dissolve the Supreme Court of the United States. The first step is for a state the court has now forced guns upon to ignore this ruling. Great, you're a court. Why and how do you think you can enforce your rulings? This guy obviously doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. Oh, and that was from June 23rd. But yeah, you had a lot of people. Okay, so Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton declares that abortion is now legal in Texas and proclaims June 24th as a holiday for the Attorney General's office. The AG closes his offices and dismisses staff for the day. Why? Okay, why would you make this? Why would you make it a national holiday? Okay, yeah, that's where I draw the line. Like, why would you make it a national holiday? That's just asking for you to get aimed at by some people. Like, again, it's like, nope. Okay, that was obviously from the 23rd. I'm looking for stuff for the 24th. When the right doesn't get its way, work nonstop for 50 years to make institutional change. When the left doesn't get this way, time to riot. Okay, yeah. Yep, no. I'm looking for something that some people out here was talking about. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Okay, but that's where we at. That's where we at right now. You have some people out here. Pro-abortion analysis. Yep, here we go, right here. Pro-abortion group announces protest at home of Justice Clarence Thomas. A bill increases security provided to Supreme Court justices became law last week. Yeah, of course, because after that whole Brett Kavanaugh thing, you had some crazy ass people on the far left that will hunt down and try to kill these justices for doing their job. Just because it's not the way you want it does not mean they wasn't doing their job. Because you would have some dumbass judges out here, really, and I'm speaking this from a whole bunch of stories I've heard. Just because you have some judges out here give rights to a mother when it comes to a child, especially in the family court system, they would give the rights to the mother, even though the father has a better job, he has better living conditions, and he has he lives in a better neighborhood where he can send his children to a better school. But you have some judges out here just because they want to emphasize with a certain mother who, this is a true story that I've read. You add a judge out here, some judges out here, give full-blown parental rights to some crackhead moms because they bear the child, and the living conditions for the mother was extremely bad, and some of those childs ended up in like, you know, some terrible situations. These are true stories. You can look this up. The mom was a straight crackhead, but because she bare the child, the court gave the rights to her. Even though the father had a better job, he lived in a better neighborhood. He could have made time for his children. He could have sent them to a better school, but because he's a father, his rights did not mean anything. That's what we had with some judges. They want to emphasize with a mother who basically put herself in a bad situation instead of, you know, doing what's best for the child and putting the child in a better environment. You guys can look this up. There are legit stories like that about the family court system and how biased it is. I don't see not one of these people talk about the biasness that goes on in a family court system, where a father could be the better provider, but they would rather give it to the mother because she's the one who bear the child, because father's rights don't mean anything. I was going off track there. These people are collectivists. They want to force everyone into thinking the way they do or die. If any of them had power to make a regime, they commit genocide. Maybe. The court released its opinions for Dobbs v. Women's Health, which overturned the 1973 Roe v. Wade decision on June 24th. Thousands of people have gathered in the nation's capital to either decry or celebrate the landmark news, increasing potential security threats to both the court and the nation's non-citizens. Again, you can't. You gotta blame the media for this. This is the fault of the media. If they wasn't so paid off, if they ain't trying to lean one way, if they ain't trying to, like, you know, say like these people on the right are, you know, Nazis. They hate women. They hate black people and all that stuff. Which I ain't gonna lie, some of them do. Which is why I'm more on the libertarian route. If it was for the media outlets pushing all these things about some people on the right, we could have been a much better nation. But instead, since you have follow my politics or you're a Nazi, that's how we got to this. Because for the past 15 years or so, like that, mainstream media has been lenient one way, pushing all these narratives to try to get paid. But now all of a sudden, people are walking away from that. Now they acting confused and all that shit. But let me go ahead and continue with this article. Pro-abortion group Ruth Sent Us will lead demonstrators on a march to Justice Home at 7 p.m., telling its followers on Twitter to meet at a local CVS. Guys, this is obviously an act for violence. This is obviously an act for violence. Just because they ain't get their way when it comes to this whole Roe v. Wade situation, and again, some of them don't even know what the hell they talking about. Just because they ain't get their way with a certain thing. Again, these are the same far left people that claims woman is a bad term because of, you know, some transgenders. They want women out of the dictionary, but they are advocates for women's rights. Described as a far left group by Influence Watch, Ruth Sent Us has objected to divisive, corrupt, and illegitimate Republicans, including Trump, his criminal family, politicians, and Supreme Court justices. And again, one of those justices was a liberal, Samuel Alito. He's mainly left. Uh, the group organized other actions against select justices following the May leak of the court's draft Dobbs opinion. Roof sent us allegedly released Justice Brett Kavanaugh's home address, where a man plotting to kill Justice was subsequently why can I get that out? Subsequently apprehended by police. Roof sent us has denied responsibility for Nicholas Rosquet's, hopefully I'm saying that right, plot. Additionally, the group encouraged people to demonstrate outside Justice Amy Coney Barrett's church, home, and children's school. Jesus Christ, what is wrong with these people? Again, is this who y'all want on y'all side? People, anybody that's Democrat wasn't me, or far left. Is this what y'all want on y'all side? These people that are going to these justice house planning to kill him because they ain't get their way in this case and the face of the court. Is this who y'all want on y'all side? Like, for real? Pro-abortion activists have also gathered at the homes of Chief Justice John Roberts and Justice Samuel Alito, who authored the majority opinion. Roof Sinners was permanently banned from TikTok for publishing the home addresses of the 6 conservative justices on the court. Roof Sinners has posted videos on TikTok advertising multiple coordinated demonstrations in front of the justices' home in Maryland, Virginia, and Washington, D.C., encouraging participants to wear costumes from Margaret Atwood's dystopian novel, The Handmaid's Tale, reports National Review. While the grassroots group had hosted marches before, the early March leak of the Supreme Court draft opinion that would overturn Roe v. Wade, the landmark ruling that legalized abortion nationally, triggered a new wave of radical activism. Concern for the security of the court and the justice increased in the days after the May 2nd leak. Congress passed a bill increases the security provided to support Supreme Court justices and their families on June 14. The Supreme Court Police Parity Act was introduced by Texas Senator John Cornyn 3 days after Politico published the court's draft opinion. Threats to the physical safety of Supreme Court justices and their family are disgraceful, and attempts to intimidate and influence the independence of our judiciary cannot be tolerated, Cornyn said in a statement per NPR. The law grants the justices and their families immediate police protection when such measures are deemed necessary by the U.S. Marshal Service. After being unanimously passed by the Senate, the act received 396 votes in the House, and it was transmitted to President Joe Biden, who signed the policy into law on June 16. A total of 27 Democrats voted against the increased security. So you... These people want you dead. These people want you dead. There's no other way to put it. Because you don't have a certain political view, they want you dead. And these people still out here claiming that they are on the side of good. They are on the side of rights. They are on the side for peace. And these people want you dead. You would have some people on the far left, even the far right, that would take things to the extreme. But it's more hypocritical coming from the left because they say they want peace. They're the side of love and all that stuff, love and peace. But again, they want to go to these Supreme Court justices' house and do whatever it takes, even kill them to try to get their way. And they say they are on the side of right. These people want you dead. These people, if you don't have the same opinion as them, they want you dead. The people on the far left. I'm not saying it's everybody, but you have the loudmouths, the loudest people in that group that would want to cause and act of violence against you, against me, for not having the same opinion as them. Again, my opinion, I've been neutral about this whole thing. I've been told since I don't have a uterus, I can't speak on it. But now all of a sudden, since this thing got overturned, now all of a sudden I should have an opinion on it. Guys, this is nuts. This is absolutely freaking nuts. But yeah, they are looking to go to the Supreme Court Justice's house to try to persuade them to change their mind about this. What, like, for real? What's it going to take for these people to realize, like, you know, they're kind of nuts? There's no telling what's going to happen. There's literally no telling what's going to happen.
From time to time, I quote,
What the hell is it? Is this drunk toy going to say?
I am personally overwhelmed by this decision.
So she made a poem.
From time to time, I quote this poem by Ehud Manor. He's an Israeli poet. I met his wife when I've been in Israel. He says, I have no other country, even though my land is burning. Only a word in Hebrew penetrates my veins, my soul, with an aching body and with a hungry heart. Here is my home. I will not be silent, for my country has changed her face. My country has changed her face. I shall not give up on her. I shall remind her and sing into her ears until she opens her eyes. Clearly, we hope that the Supreme Court would open its eyes.
What does this? How is this lady still running the house? This lady should have retired freaking 10 years ago. God. And just like that, they forgot about Ukraine. Yeah, of course they did. These people are stupid. These people are stupid. Oh, God. Let me. Oh, God. Gay marriage is next in line to be overturned? I don't think it is. You know how many gay conservatives out there? Case privileges protected by the 14th Amendment. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. No, gay marriage is not going to be overturned after Roe v. Wade. Yeah, again, me being raised in the gay home. Yeah, this will obviously upset my parents. This would. Yeah, so hopefully this is not true. Hopefully this is not true. But that's all I got with this, man. I just want to make this little live stream real quick about this whole Roe v. Wade thing. People are absolutely losing their shit. But I guess I'm not really gonna say how about this. I pretty much already said it enough. If it's acts of rape, then yes. But if you don't want to practice safe sex, that's on you. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead about here, man. If you guys like the stream, man, make sure to like and subscribe to the video, hit the notification bell. I will see y'all next one. Peace.